Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and it's time for this week's haul. And though it is a small haul, it is mighty. So let's be getting on with it. Right, first up we have Looper. This is a really rather clever time travel film which assassins from the future are used to eliminate enemies and sent back to get rid of the bodies, etc., that sort of thing, because in the future time travel is invented, but it's not now. So it's a bit harder to track at the moment. It doesn't exist. They live a fantastic life, but usually at the end of it they're sent back to eliminate themselves and close the loop to get rid of all the evidence. And in this particular case we have Bruce Willis as his older self and Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the younger version of Bruce Willis, and the other main protagonist in this film is Emily Blunt. It's 15 rated for strong language and bloody violence. There is one bit in here which actually gives me a bit of the heebie-jeebies, and I don't usually mind that sort of thing, but it's just one of those things. It's probably just me. I wouldn't worry about it. This is a really nice set. This is a Zavvi exclusive of the Steelbook. They have the exclusive on the Steelbook anyway, but this is the red carpet only Steelbook exclusive, including the thicker outer cardboard outer slip, which is a different design than is on the Steelbook, though it's done in the same, even though it's done in a similar, but the same artist, similar pattern sort of thing. It's not the same pictures. So yeah, that's really, really nice. It hasn't got anything extra like posters as far as I'm aware, or art cards. It's just you get the different slip cover, but it's a nice protective slip, and it's a very good film. So really happy that this one turned up. And next we have, this is mighty. This is Oblivion. This is the 4K by the fantastic Everything Blue company. This is their Everything Blue, is it Blue Pack 7, Blue Pack 007. This sold out quite a while ago, but they announced recently that they were going to get a few more back into stock, probably from things they'd already made up or could get reprinted. Presumably this is why they were able to help me out in the past when there was a problem with something that didn't have quite had the right content. Absolutely fantastic support that this company has. If anything goes wrong, they are right there helping you out. And I've also found that it's very rare that anything goes wrong. The amount of extra stuff in here is incredible. I haven't unboxed it yet, as you can see, but I will be doing so definitely. I was very, very lucky to get in time on the restock date. It went live, the restock, at about 8 o'clock in the evening, I think. I actually set an alarm for it on my phone so I could get in quickly enough, and I think definitely by midnight all the restock copies had sold out. It's a limited edition. This is 730 out 850. That's the little almost credit card, plastic credit card thing that's attached. It can be removed off, obviously, after you've taken it off the cellophane. And I'm not going to go particularly into the film, apart from it's Tom Cruise, security repairman, to look after nearly ruined Earth in the future, and something is up, as is the usual case. It's just saying it's the Blu-ray 4K, rating's only 12. I think it's a decent film. So let me just thickness of that one there. I'm not saying that they're cheap, but if you're at all interested in something a little bit special, I'd say these are worth it. They always come fantastically well protected, so there's no damage in transit. That's the regular Steelbook. And if I had one, and I'm really sorry about this, but one criticism is because the tracking software that I use for my purchases uses the barcode and EAN number, which is the same as the primary key in the database. Because Everything Blue reuse the same, or you have the same EN as the regular 4K Steelbook or whatever Steelbook they include, then it keeps on trying to refresh to the regular one, rather than giving you all the information about all the extras that this one has in it. It's a shame, but hardly anything that's going to stop me buying it. Like I said, a fantastic company, and certainly not as bad as another one I've got coming up in a few minutes. We're on exactly that same problem. So right, oh, just while I'm here on that, this is one of the extras that was one of the bits that comes with it, which is a very nice thick poster. It's one about A4, but it's not just paper, it's obviously proper card, and unlike trying to fold it up inside there, it comes in a very, very sturdy tube which comes separately. Obviously couldn't fit in that box, so yeah, I might just show you that ahead of time, just in case I can't find it on the day. This is an interesting one, honestly, not just interesting to me. This is the recent 4K of Akira. Absolute, I don't want to overuse the word, but classic, top of the game manga. There's a big hoo-ha about this. Then when it came out quite a while ago, the 4K did not have HDR. Now there is a replacement disc program that is still in place for the HDR disc, but as you can see from the sticker that arrived on mine, unlike even just a couple of weeks ago when I know of someone who bought one, when he asked, he still had to get his replaced by the replacement disc through the program, because none of these had been distributed to the shops in the UK or vendors in the UK. So apparently they are being now, and I have opened it, as you can tell, and so that's not the front, that's the booklet, lots of pictures. I'm not going to do a proper unboxing, just to say that is the that's the 4K thing. You've got no interior art. You think you have got reversible actually, but that's your 4K disc, and that's your Blu-ray disc and your extras disc. So you've got a nice selection there, all different art. But most importantly, As I say, it looks like it's now coming out with the HDR disc instead of having to sort it out, or source it is the word I was looking for, through the replacement program. If you do happen to have this set from before and you want the HDR corrected or updated 4K, then, and you don't know how to get to the replacement program, I have got a link to do that. So please comment down below and I'll put that link in or send it to you. Or if you don't want to comment down below, then visit me on the Blue Justin group Facebook page, or contact me through the other methods that are always in my description. So yeah, classic 4K, and not only that, Zavvi recently had this is, which is why I got it. It's horrendously expensive for some reason. Now I know it's a good set, but I think it's around the £50 mark or something, retail price recommended, and even then most places were still selling it around about the high 30s, 40s, something like 40 something pounds, which is a lot of money. And however, recently Zavvi had a manga 40% off sale on certain manga titles, and this was included, so it finally got down to them sort of mid to early to mid 20s, so it was worth it. I don't know if that sale is still on. If it is, then I would suggest you take advantage of it, because this is still very expensive elsewhere. And now we have a little something else. This is the new 4K Shrek release. This is a Zavvi exclusive. It has the 4K, obviously, the Blu-ray of the film, and a Blu-ray bonus disc with 4 hours of stuff on it. And that Blu-ray bonus disc, interestingly, contains the two special Shrek the Halls, and what was the other one? I think it was the Spooktacular one? Scared Shrekless, that's right, the Halloween special as well, which I bought previously on separate releases, but they're all included on the bonus disc in this, which is nice. The artwork is similar to the one that they got in the US, but in the US I think they used this art on the inside, and a plain white cover with Shrek on it on the outside, with the 20th anniversary edition information on that cover. But they swapped them around, and I think that picture with Shrek central in a white background is on the inside of this one, looking at pictures that I've seen. I don't know if I'm going to do an unboxing for this. It might depend on whether I have a quick look before I do anything officially, and see what the interior is actually like. So there you go. However, I think it's an absolutely brilliant film, and I'm so glad finally to get it in a better format than I had before, which was only on the DVD. Sorry about that. But I got the US DVD when that was out, when I first got it, because the UK DVD was very bereft of any extras, and the US one had tons and tons and tons. So I got the US one because I had a region-free DVD player, and then the Blu-rays came out, but I didn't have a region-free Blu-ray player for a very long time, and I didn't do the upgrade, but now it's out on 4K, and I actually do have a region-free Blu-ray player just in case for other titles. But it's fun. Fantastic movie, as if you didn't know. And this one doesn't even give the title on the front of the SIP, just to confuse you. Too Many Secrets. Now, those in the know will know that that is a dead giveaway for, on the back it says, "My name is my passport, verify me." Another hint, if you haven't got it already, this is Sneakers, a much underrated film with a fantastic cast, all about a group of people who hire themselves out to be hired to test security systems and the like, because they're all experts in their field, burglars, spies, fugitives, delinquent, hackers, that sort of thing. And I'll just give people who've got in the cast list: Robert Redford, Dan Aykroyd, Ben Kingsley, Mary McDonnell, River Phoenix, Sidney Poitier, and David Strathairn. Yeah, that's what it looks like inside the slip. This is a brand new release for Film Stories release. I think that's a range. This is by Plumeria Pictures. The category number is Plum 3, so they haven't obviously done that many. This has got a lot more extras on it than any previous Blu-ray release, as far as I'm aware, and it's long overdue a good release. It's very funny and film. It's well worth a watch. Please suggest you go and find it and watch it. I got my copy through Plumeria Pictures website directly, because I think I've found it quite hard to get on through the regular retailers online. The only thing, again, this is the one that really annoys me, is, again, you've got a situation where it's even worse, the barcode for this one. They didn't reuse the barcode for a different version of Sneakers. Oh no. Plumeria Pictures must be so small that they had a barcode given to them for one of their films that they've done in the past, and they seem to be using the same barcode for all of their releases, which means if ever I try to check the cast or updates for this online, then it tells me that it doesn't match at all and it's a totally different film. Right, I'll just lock it down locally. You can do that with my software at least, so it doesn't break it every time. It's just a bit of a pain. This is a Steelbook that I imported from the States. I've done an unboxing for this one already, and I will put the link down below in the description as always. This is Battle Beyond the Stars. It's James Corman, therefore cheaply produced update of the story of Magnificent Seven and the Seven Samurai in space. This isn't available yet in any shape or form except this Steelbook, so there's no regular release of this new release. This is a new 2K scan, so presumably and hopefully it will be better than the previous Blu-ray release that has been available in the US for a while. It's got 2 audio commentaries on it. One with Roger Corman, the producer, and the writer John Sayles, and the other with production manager except he wasn't at this time. So he was assistant production manager on it, if I recall correctly. I'll go into more detail on where everybody stood in at the time of this production, but that's with Gail Ann Hurd, who obviously went on to do many great things, including The Terminator and Hulk. Also involved behind the scenes in this, James Cameron, though at this time he was involved as head of the art. Well, he wasn't even the head. He was the youngest member of the art department. The composer James Horner, who later went on to do Titanic and Avatar, and screenwriter, as I say, John Sayles, who did Lone Star and Piranha, and somebody who was working for James Cameron in the art department as a carpenter between jobs, who turned out to be quite famous in his later films, and for that you'll have to go and check out my unboxing. It appears in that, or look it up on eBay. I'm not going to force you to watch my unboxing, but please do. I put it out on the day of the England-Ukraine match, and I think it sort of got ignored, so I'm looking for more viewers for that one. Anyway, we got something else that's quite new and exciting now, and it is the new release, Amazon exclusive, of Mortal Kombat. Obviously that's the new one, 4K Steelbook, and like I say, for once it's not a Zavvi exclusive, it's an Amazon exclusive. Can I feel through? Yes, I can feel through that the bits on the front are stickers, which is a bit of a relief because they're totally not the same height up the steelbook, because otherwise they look awful. I haven't seen the film yet, but I absolutely adored the trailers in coming up to the release, and I hear from people who have seen it. Obviously some people are not fans, but I have seen quite a lot of comments saying that it's by far the best version of Mortal Kombat that's ever been released, and people have been after it being a 15 type rating rather than the more child-friendly ratings of the previous Mortal Kombat film franchise live action Avengers. And so this one does have strong bloody violence and language. I saw that a couple of bits of that in the clips. Now, of course, some people are not going to be fans, and I have seen those comments as well, but there are a lot of comments also that this could be the best video game based movie that's ever been released. So I shall see when I actually get around to being able to see it. There you go, that's 4K from Amazon. This one I've heard about and seen in a couple of recent videos and pickups. This is a Blu-ray for Murder by Decree. It's a Sherlock Holmes movie with Christopher Plummer, James Mason, here we go with my pronunciation again, Genevieve Bujold, John Gielgud and Donald Sutherland. Those last two are a bit easier. And some were saying that it's the best Sherlock Holmes ever made. I don't know, I haven't seen this particular version, but I believe it does have a very good reputation. It's one of the Vintage Classic series by Studio Canal. It's 12 rated for moderate violence, threat, bloody images and language, and Sherlock Holmes goes up against Jack the Ripper. I saw a discussion on this in one of the forums asking about whether it was a new scan, because it recently came out, I believe, in the US, as a Blu-ray, and that scan was not particularly good at all. This apparently is a new scan for this release and is much improved. It also includes an audio commentary with the film journalist Kim Newman and the crime fiction historian Barry Forshaw, and an interview with the film journalist Kim Newman again. So yes, Kim does get quite involved in a lot of film stuff, especially the horror actually. So that presumably that's the tie-in with the Jack the Ripper. And next was some more manga that I picked up. Again, using the Zabi 40% off code, but I don't know, again, like I said, if that is still in operation, but it's worth checking out if you're interested in picking up a bit of manga at the moment. 40% is a huge amount, and manga is, as I said, very, very expensive for some reason. And that is season 2 of High School DXD. Yeah, I picked up season 1 a little while ago. You might remember in one of my haul videos, because I pointed out that it's not allowed out to be shown, or at least not uncut in any form at all. I believe it's out on streaming service, but even though it's cut in Australia, because for some reason they take objection. Though in the rest of the world it's absolutely fine, including the UK. So since we're normally the strictest of all, I don't see it being that bad, to be perfectly honest. Though it must be reasonably explicit because it is 18 rated. So we've got 12 episodes, and there's a Funimation digital copy included. I'm not sure. I know that Funimation do a streaming service online as well. I'm not sure how that's connected with it and how it works. I assume it just allows you to stream it down without actually having an account and paying them. You've got 119 minutes of extras as well, with the series 323 minutes for the episodes, according to the back at least, which is 12, as I mentioned. Got a few extras, voice acting, high school, new material, promos, commercials, more promos, textless songs, which are manga stuff it seems to be very good at. It's textless titles and things like that. And as I said, again, 40% off. They don't seem to label their series as normally useful. They just call it High School DXD, and it's called New. This one does, however, correspond to season 2. So at least I know that. I can't remember what they did for season 3. Again, it's not called season 3, it's called something else. Anyway. And next, something I wanted to pick up on Blu-ray. I cannot remember whether or not. I'm pretty sure that the UK probably doesn't even have this on Blu-ray. I think the US one was hard to get hold of, so I got the Scandinavian copy, and that is Soldier. Therefore, I got it for really quite cheap. It's I think I don't know why I'm trying to read the plot off the back. It's a Scandinavian copy. I don't speak any of the languages that they. It's quite useful to see that to have all the different countries over there. They just put them all in one release. Make sure they've got all the languages there that's appropriate. You've got Swedish, Norwegian, Danish, Finnish. I think just trying to remember his flags. Fun with flags. It's got a DTS HD Master Audio soundtrack, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this again. Kurt Russell, I always find good value, and in this he's playing a highly trained future super soldier, but they want to retire his age group, if you like, because they're replacing them with synthetic types who are even more efficient. So I can't remember the anything more than that, other than the extras. Obviously, there's a commentary by Paul Anderson, which used the directing on this one. And like I said, even though I've gone on for a bit, the actual number of this is quite short, so this is the last one. And the last one is Winona Up. This one's season 4, Heroes Always Win. I think that's a recent thing where they're giving different seasons like a different slogan, if you like, for a couple of different series I like to watch. It's no surprise it's a Dazzler media release, so there are, I very much doubt whether there are any extras at all, but it is 15 for your strong bloody images, violence, threat and language. You do have the audio of 5.1 DTS HD master audio, and you also got a stereo PCM track. You've got English subtitles. Just heard that, quite annoyingly, they renewed Winona Up for season 5, but due to COVID they had to cancel the filming of that series, and because of that they have now cancelled the whole series. So this could be the last one, unless someone picks it up and chooses to either continue it or at least finish it off with a final season, which I hope someone does. I also hope that they put it out on physical media, because a lot of the times that these series are cancelled and then they're picked up by a streaming company, it seems that, and I understand why, I just don't like it, it seems that they obviously take it up and produce it, but only put it out as streaming, don't put it out as a physical, in any physical format, in which case that's going to leave me a bit high and dry, especially if this ends on a cliffhanger, which it may well do, since when they shot it they had already been renewed for the following season. Anyway, I say, okay, that is it for this week. So I don't think actually it was that many. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 titles, which is a lot less than I have been known to do in the past. However, I did witter on about them quite a lot, just to make up for it. So I hope you found it useful, though, some of the extra information I was able to give out this week, and I shall stop jabbering on now, so I can shorten the video a little bit. If you liked the video, please like it. In the meantime, please keep on enjoying my channel, if you are, and please keep on watching it, and please enjoy all the TV and films that are going on at the moment, and get back to the cinema if and when you can, and whoever channels that you do like, show them that you like them by subscribing, and if that includes mine, you have my thank yous in advance. Cheers.